So before we get into the research findings, let's look at where the overall direction online shopping is going. Obviously, we're just in January, we had some of the highest online sales in the history of the industry in December and in January. So let's look at where are these trends and how are they impacting the industry. Well, first of all, when you look at online shopping, it is still just 4% of total retail sales. So it has a long way to go to be a true competitor to retail store sales, but it is significantly growing at a fast rate. And this chart demonstrates the various categories within the shopping behavior, from books to music to apparel. And you can see how these year after year after year are being impacted by online sales. And you can actually start seeing that certain segments like books and music are growing at a significantly faster rate than other lines of business. And what does that mean for you? Well, that means that we need to really understand the categories you're playing in, the role that your products have in the online world, and the role that retail stores have in this purchase behavior. When you start looking at total dollar volume online sales, you're looking at $145 billion. You're looking at really a combination of, if you look at total Target sales and total Sam's Club sales, online sales are even bigger than those two combined retail sales. So although it is a small percentage of the total retail sales, it has a significant impact size-wise on the dollar volume impacting retail today. And we can only see this number growing on a yearly basis, and we'll share some of those statistics. When you start looking, as I mentioned, the categories that are most impacted by online sales, this was a study done last year that demonstrates kind of purchase intent and actual percentage sales by category. And you can obviously see books play an important role. But what's more important, and I think the attention I want to give to you, is how conventional CPG packaging products are actually growing and what the percentage is here. You can see that groceries represent about 18% of online sales. We see that percentage growing significantly, and so is pharmaceutical products. So you can see that although a small percentage, we see that growth continuing in the marketplace as more and more consumers get used to buying their products online. Who are the big influencers on online sales is a great So the question is, who are the influencers on online sale? Who are buying online? Obviously, women represent a significant percentage of online purchases. 12% of female internet users made online purchases in comparison to 9.3% of men. So you can see there's a significant shift here. Women made 61% of online purchases, accounted for about 58% of online dollar sales in the last year. Other than tickets, music, entertainment, equipment, women dominate online sales, and you can see some statistics here in the chart. So the question is, how much of that online sales volume is coming from consumer packaged good companies? Well, about $12 billion of the $145 billion are coming from online sales of CPG products. Interesting enough, is the fastest growing segment of the channel. So when you look at the different categories from books to shoes to fashion, CPG brands are representing the fastest growing segment within the online sales category. What's also important for you to understand, which will have a significant impact on the implications later on, is that the basket size of people buying online is $80 versus offline at $30. So consumers buying online are spending a lot more money buying products and having them shipped to their homes than they do when they shop at a retail outlet. Well, because of this growth of CPG, organizations have onboarded